ISB crew is back, and we promised you Asian fans, we have been a while since we've talked about Asia. We promised you we'd do a video about the draw. So, for those of you who missed it, we got to show the draw, what happened with that. We shall show you the groups, guys. Are you guys ready for this? Are you ready for this beautiful thing right here? Here it is.
I'm ready.
Question. Of course we're ready. Woo!
Here are the groups. And guys, a lot to discuss how it all netted out. And we're going to get to that in this video. So first of all, we're going to talk about Indonesia and Saudi Arabia and Iraq, who play each other in the first round. Guys, what do you guys say about this group? I think this is the harder of the two groups. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
Guess who's back, Roycito?
Guess
who's back?
Who is back?
Saudi Arabians are back. And unfortunately, that means you're playing in Saudi Arabia, Roy. So it's effectively you're at the road territory, the enemy territory. But remember, Indonesia beat this team, my friend. They beat this Saudi Arabian team. Now they have to do it again. Can they do it again, Roy? That's the question.
It's a big question, and the answer is yes. Can they do it? Abso-freaking-lutely. The Garuda can do this. They can pull off a win against Saudi Arabia. That's a fact. It has been shown to be possible. They've done it before. They've shown what they're made of. But what creeps his head is inconsistency of this team, inconsistency of Mr. Kluivert and his tactical setup. So depends which Indonesia shows up. There's been two very clear versions of this Indonesia team. One that is fully capable of coming away with a 2-0 victory. The other that could lose 4-0.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Iraq? Because there's a lot of focus on the Saudi Arabia-Indonesia match, but this Iraq team has shown that they've been a tough team. And I would say that probably in that match against Indonesia, they're going to go in as favorites. So in both of these matches, Indonesia is going to be the team that's going to come in as the underdog. So what do you guys got to say about that?
We knew that going in, though, right? We knew where Indonesia has been, the growth they've made in this qualification campaign. We knew they were going to go in as the underdog in both these games. And Iraq is a deadly, deadly team, right? They've shown it. They've gotten big results. They are a team that has the history as well, right? Has recognizable players. For me, you knew this going in, and Indonesia has to do, I think, Roy, what they did well when they played better teams at times was sit back, absorb some pressure, and then counterattack. That's what you have to do against teams that are a little bit more talented than you are.
Yeah. Both these teams, I'm sure Indonesian fans are going to admit this as well. Both these teams are more experienced at this stage than Indonesia is. Indonesia is essentially a new team with an entirely new set of players. Iraq is disciplined. They're very physical. They're an intelligent team. Saudi Arabia, it's interesting because there's the revenge factor. There's the strong revenge factor. Add on to that the fact that they're playing at home. It's going to be a difficult match, and this is a short format, guys. This is 2 games.
3 games.
Any slip up, a single slip up, and it's over.
Yeah.
You're out. Simple as that. So this is excruciatingly just stress-inducing for me as an Indonesia fan, for the Garuda, but it's possible. It's possible for Kluivert to come out and set up this team properly. It's possible for these players to come out and be on fire and even top the group. It's unlikely, but this team could top this group and get the automatic qualification.
Yeah, that's the thing I want to point out. There's a pathway through this, which doesn't involve you necessarily winning the group, right? You have to get the second position, and then that'll take you to the next round. Of course, then it gets very dicey with the whole international. We have to win a match first in the 5th round. So let's not even talk about the intercontinental playoffs after that. But so the main objective really for any of these teams has to be get at least that second spot. So Rahi and Roy, now what combination do you think is going to play out in this particular group? We'll get to the next group in a second.
I actually think the game against Iraq might be the tougher of the 2 games. right? I think this is a more solid team. Saudi Arabia has been so inconsistent, right? They've been up and down. And yes, of course, the new manager, but to be honest, we saw them in the Gold Cup, right? In the US, we saw them. They weren't particularly impressive, Roy, when I watched them play. Now, and Indonesia has beaten them once. I think you have to target that Saudi Arabia game. Yes, it's at home for Saudi Arabia, but that's a game you try and get the 3 points from. And I think the draw against Iraq then might get you there, because I think that's a very interesting Saudi Arabia-Iraq game. Those, nations know each other well, and there's a bit of a rivalry sort of at play. Different story. I think draw and win. Saudi Arabia, you go for the win.
I think, you have to go to the win against Saudi Arabia because of who Iraq is. When it comes to neutral venues, the higher ranked team typically comes out on top. The experience comes out on top. So should go into both games trying to win it. But if you win the first game, you could tie the second game and you're in. You're in one of the two positions. So that's going to be absolutely critical. It's a massive, massive challenge. I think
it's an away game. It's an away game, and that's what gets really hard. That's what gets really hard, And I know. Yeah, it's difficult, but
Indonesia is so inconsistent. Like you mentioned, Rocky, they're arguably more inconsistent than Indonesia. It's the battle of the two most inconsistent teams in
Saudi
the
Arabia,
region.
Yeah.
But I think Indonesia has shown more bright spots than Saudi Arabia has.
Yeah. Okay. So moving on real quick, I want to talk about the other group real quickly. So this group, I think, is wide open in a sense, right? Qatar has not performed exceptionally well in the previous rounds. And now, could UAE or Oman, could they pull the upset here?
Absolutely. I mean, this is where it's so interesting. You're right. I think this is, in some ways, the easier of the groups, because Qatar has been really disappointing. I mean, we know what they're capable of, right? We know those two players that run the show, that have run the show for ages, right? But the problem is, they've been at moments in this qualification looked like a team that anybody can beat. And at times they look like a team that, yes, is the normal Qatar of the past. But ever since a really disappointing World Cup, then they had the weird Asia Cup victory, right? So they're a bit of a strange team, and I don't see them as invincible. I don't see them as the favorite in this group. I think UAE's been really, really good. Oman's competed as well. This is a wide open group. I see this as three teams almost on equal footing. I don't see a favorite in this group.
Yeah, very different from Indonesia's group.
Yeah.
Very, very different from Indonesia's group. There's no powerhouse in this group. There's no clear winner. There's no favorite, because based on name, the favorite should be Qatar, but it's not.
Almost Ali. I mean,
yeah. So this is three teams who have been kind of sputtering, some showing bright spots, some underperforming. It's just completely level playing ground here.
Yeah. All right, guys, as we get closer to this round, we will cover it more. I won't make you guys predict in this particular video, but guys, there's a lot to discuss. Indonesia fans, Emirates fans, Iraq fans, everyone out there, let us know your thoughts about, are you happy with the groups? Are you not happy with the groups? We will see y'all soon. Keep watching the beautiful game.
What a region. This is going to be fun.